How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you very much for coming. We're very proud tonight to present something very special, and you're all very fortunate to be here with us and to bring the night together and kick us off. I'd like to introduce the CEO and Chairman of Fender Musical Instrument Corporation, Mr. Bill Mondello.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Fender, I'd like to welcome everybody to the 2007 NAMM show. I'd like to thank all of our dealers and distributors for the great support. 2006 was a great year for Fender, but we're really looking forward to 2007. We think it's going to be the best year in Fender's history. And I think we're going to show you, we're going to kick this off tonight. I know everybody here didn't come to hear me, so let's get right to it. Paul, let's roll the video.
Hi, this is Eddie Van Halen. Got some neat stuff to show you. Follow me. I always say, it's like, whoever would have imagined in my craziest, wildest dreams that this little Dutch boy could create such a ruckus. I'm a tone chaser.
Right.
I love chasing tone.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the stage to kick off the worldwide launch of the EVH brand of guitars, amplifiers, and musical products, Mr. Edward Van Halen!
It was kind of a culmination of years of putzing around, and everything kind of ended up in this guitar.
For the life of me, I cannot tell which is the original. No, look at it. Can you? Everything in my life is such an out-of-body, surreal experience, you know? And what I'm saying at the beginning, if you can't make it out, is I never, in my wildest dreams, imagined there's a little Dutch boy could create such a fucking ruckus, you know? I mean, I thank you all for being here. I'm as happy to be here as you. You know, it's really a stone cold trip. I want to thank everyone for being here and for your support. And I'm very, very excited to be working with Fender. And as I think most of you well know, I've worked with just about every guitar company on the planet. And I'm very unorthodox in my approach to things. I get the craziest ideas. I don't know where they come from. There is a God, you know, because I don't sit around thinking about stuff. It just comes to me and it works. And basically it boils down to simplifying things, you know, not making things too complicated. That's why the guitar has one pickup. I'm excited to be here. I thank you for being here. Working with Fender is such a wonderful thing. You know, it took a couple of years to get here. And the reason I'm with Fender is mainly due to Matthew Janapal. Without him, I would not be here. Simplify, basics. If you got no foundation to build on, you got nothing. And, you know, EVH brand, guitars and amps and musical instruments and products is now so tight with a few people responsible for me standing here right now. Because, for one, these guitars were built by a man named Chip Ellis. And And it's the first time in my life that somebody handed me an instrument that I just went, whoa. It was just perfect, you know? I'm not cartooning on anyone else. I guess everybody does their best at things, but you know, everyone else hands me something, I go, this part, you know, you try to be diplomatic about it, you know? But I always kept telling people, a little more of that, a little less of this, and, you know, duplicate what I gave you. Well, this guy did it from a photograph. If you strung me up by the balls, I couldn't have duplicated. I swear, I could not have copied it. This is only the beginning, okay? I'm actually tripping on myself here that I'm standing up here rambling because I am certainly far from a public speaker. You know, I express myself through making music. And let me introduce to you to the main reason that I'm here, and that is Mr. Matthew Janipol. Without him, I would not be here. He had the faith and belief, and he took a lot of shots from people, and he stuck up for him. Next, I'd like to introduce you to my best friend, my soulmate. I love the man dearly. He's been with me for 18, 19 years, Mr. Matthew Bruck. That's two people already, including myself a little bit, that none of this would be happening. Next, I'd like to introduce the man who designed what I'm going to be playing through in a little bit, Mr. Mike Ulrich. And last but not least, Andy Ross. Six people here. These people here understand where I'm coming from, you know? And I'm the same as I've always been. I dress the same. I'm not really a rock star. I am a musician. Music is my life, and I like tinkering with things, you know? I mean, I'm even working on a vacuum cleaner that goes right up to the wall, you know, without a motherfucking attachment. Just, you know, I look at something every damn day and I go, why doesn't it do what I want? And that's what started this. You know, there's no guitar out there with a vibrato bar with a humbucking sound. So I took a chisel, you know, nothing else in there works. It's one knob, one pickup. And here it is.
It has been a real pleasure getting to know Ed over the past year and a half. He is, in my humble opinion, a modern day Mozart. Would you all agree? Okay, actually he would say Wolfgang is the modern day Mozart, and someday very soon you will all meet Wolfgang. The other thing I would say is that Ed actually taught Fender some things along the way. Taught us about innovation. We've already been an innovative company, but he said, look at things just a little differently. And we did that, and today launches the beginning. You know, we call it a business partnership and blah, 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 but it's really a friendship. That friendship is going to create a whole slew of phenomenal products that the music industry has never seen before. You have a guitar, and you might even want to show them a little amp that you've developed.
That's a pretty damn clean sound for one pickup. What can I say? Have a great time, and thank you for being here. I'm very honored to be finally with a company that gets it. And this is only the beginning.